KJ, how often do you keep the ball afterward?
Well, that's only my second one. So the first one I kept it, and then that one in a dramatic fashion. So my mom been asking for my last one, so I can go to her.
What was the first one?
The first one was in Arizona.
When a team comes back like that, the perception is they have the momentum, and yet you got the ball right down the field. What made you keep your mind right? Because it looked like you had the game won.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to lock in and keep playing every play. Obviously there's big momentum plays. We talk about playing complementary football, so they went down to score. They had the momentum, but it's football. Cancel out the noise and offense. We lock in, laser focus, and do our job. Go down there and get points on the board and win the game. That's what we did.
Took a little time for them to review it. Were you pretty confident you got it in now?
Oh yeah, I was confident. That's why I threw my helmet.
KJ, take us through the third down catch first. What did you see there? That was pretty.
The third down catch was it was a keeper, a roll out to the right, and I was the backside, like the last read. So usually it comes out pretty quick, but if not, that's probably some confusion going on over there or something. So I had man to man, and I went up and stair stepped and sprinted across the field, and line protected well, gave Kurt some time. He found me there on the back, so that was a big play.
Are you expecting the ball in these situations at the end of games to get the ball? Because Kirk seems that we've done this consistently now for us.
I've learned that can kind of happen, like a tendency, but what I've learned and taught myself playing under Adam and Justin is to expect the ball every play. It doesn't matter what the play call is or what route I am or what read. I'm trying to expect the ball every play like I'm the number one read. So that way, if it does come to me, if it doesn't come to me, I can do my job if I was open. So that's all I try to do is run every route hard and like I'm the main option.
You guys haven't scored an offensive touchdown in the second half since week 1. How good did it feel to kind of start getting rolling offensively there in the third quarter?
It felt good. That's something that we emphasized this week in practice, and we talked about in our meeting room in the last couple of weeks. Is we got to start faster in the second half, and we got to score points in the second half. So to go out there and do that, that's good. We're gonna keep on working.
Did it feel like you guys were chasing that missed 2-point conversion throughout the game? It felt like those 2 points when it was 12-10, kind of not being able to get ahead of yourselves the way that you wanted to?
Right. No, I don't think so. There was so much happening in that game, and there was a bunch of ups and downs. I think what happened in the first quarter. Yeah, first quarter. I mean, like I said, there was so much going on. The next play, we can't go back on it. We're just trying to score every drive, so it don't matter, what we did. But to answer your question, I don't think so.
KJ, what were those adjustments that you guys made in the second half offensively to kind of get it back on track?
Well, I feel like we left some plays out there. We all felt like that. Even in the first half, the game was closer than it should have been. Offensively, we felt like we left some plays out there. So in the second half, it was a dogfight. That's what we was in. So Dalvin yelling around the locker room. In the first half, it's a dogfight. Strap up. We went out there and we just got to execute. And that's what it came down to. Just executing, and that's what we was able to do.
KJ, take us to the touchdown. What are you seeing?
Well, I lined up, and I try not to give it away. So I kind of peeked through my peripheral, see the coverage, and I knew, that corner of the end zone couldn't be open. So I sprinted, didn't get touched. I seen there was me one-on-one with the safety, so I tried to set him up a little bit and planted and sprinted. And I knew Kurt would probably leave me a little bit because there was some room over there. And I turned and it was up. And it was my turn to make a play, so that's what I did. I just made a play. Obviously, it was a huge play, but it felt really good.
So you try not to give it up and go on to you the whole time?
No, it was I'll probably second read on that because I'm high and Justin is low, so that means the corner was probably down and it was me and the safety one-on-one, and the nickel probably carried Conk out there. So it was, like I said, it was probably me and him one-on-one, but I just didn't want to just give it away, looking around, things like that. So I just kind of lined up in my peripheral and this could do it. So I was able to do it.
Do you benefit from having Justin and the bigger names around you that people might be looking at more?
Of course, cover those guys and leave me open. That's love. That's cool. But I get in there and I do my dirty work. Trying to chip those big ends coming off. So give Kurt and the line help so those guys can make big plays down the field. Like I said, I think I've said it before. I'm so blessed to be able to play with those guys. Justin's even younger than me. And they teach me so much. Just by their actions. And how they play the game, and I love that. So that helps me as a learner just to get better at my craft.
What's this season been like? And just every game comes down to about the last play.
Yeah, up and down is just like a bunch of anxiety. But when you look back on it, but in the game, it's laser focused. Sometimes we wish we wouldn't have got ourselves in that situation, but it is what it is. You know, we can't change it like I said before. So locked in, laser focused, and you know, we got to go do it. And I think that the good thing is we've had success. You know, whatever the time was, you know, going down before the end of regulation, and last week we did it in Arizona and the Bengals. So we're able to execute. You know, we've done it. So I think that gives us confidence. We practiced 2 minutes, you know, ever since, you know, OTAs. You know, so we're executing that. So if it does come down to that, you know, I think we're doing a good job of, you know, trying to help our team win.
You also had the catch on the 3rd and 3 play earlier in the overtime drive too, along the other sidelines. What did you see on that?
That was an individual route tag. I was at the H position at that time, and it was like an individual, you know, one-on-one. So I just kind of set him up, and I think everybody like cleared out. I think that's the play was, and I was able to come across the middle. I knew Kurt would leave me a little bit, so you know, I tried to run as far as I can, protect the ball. You know, I know didn't have much time, that's why I just got down.
KJ, you talk about the endings. It seems like it's always coming down to Greg Joseph too. What was it like after he had missed a couple there on the sideline, and how are the team is kind of rallying around him at that point?
Oh, we always got to rally around him. Like I said, that's our guy. You know, like I said, these other times, you know, I'm not the type of person that, you know, looks and like woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know, we're in a situation. This is what we got. So you know, he missed it. Okay, you know, go ahead and clap him up. You know, you got the next one, and we're gonna keep on rolling. That's all it is. Obviously disappointing. Like you want to make it, but I want to make every catch. You know, some catches I don't make. But again, we rally behind him. That's our guy, and move on to the next play and laser focus.
KJ, talking about Dalvin saying he had to have that, you know, dogfight mentality. He comes back over 100 yards, a touchdown again. Just how much of an importance he is to get you guys going.
He's huge, man. He's huge. Just being here, you know, ever since I got here, he's a Miami guy. I went to Miami, so he's been looking out for me, and just his leadership in the locker room, in the weight room, how he practices, you know, and then you know the plays that he goes out and make are special. That's what makes him the best back in the league, and just to have him back was huge. To go along with Alexander Madison, you know, that 1-2 punch, so that was huge, and you know his leadership is huge. So I'm glad I'm playing with him.